Welcome to Marapo. This village is awesome. It is located right on the outpost to one of the most ancient rainforests in the world. So Marapo is located in a wildlife corridor which basically connects Taman Niagara National Park in the west to the mountains in the east. This area is particularly important as it's basically one of the only connections left in between these two green patches. It's an area that is not protected by national parks or national forests, but an area where humans and animals needs to coexist. So the project that we've launched here in Marapo is an agroforestry project, which essentially allows villagers and humans that lives in this particular corridor, wildlife corridor, to continue to grow their crop, but also take into account the environment in which they're in. So you essentially have a plantation model that grows both food or other cash crops and trees. This makes for an environment where animals and humans can thrive in. So Marapo has a history of growing cocoa. The good thing about growing cocoa is that it can actually grow in shade. So allowing trees to continue to grow up and grow tall, you can have a plantation model under these trees, allowing both animals and humans to thrive off of the same piece of property. So these lands has historically been inhabited by the Batek people, which is the local tribe here in Malaysia. They know the forest the best, they know the jungle the best, they have a lot of cool practices that we in our generation and our part of the world can learn from. We hire them as guides and really are consultants in this particular project, and we also try to engage and learn from their practices.
I enjoy the trip because it's really fun, and it was nice to meet with the Batak people and do some activities, learn survival skills in the forest. It was fun doing the conservation trek and doing animal tracking. We found a black leopard track, so that was fun.
My favorite food that we've had so far is when we went to into the jungle to learn Malaysian skills. We actually cooked our own meals out of the bamboo sticks. We cut up the vegetables and the chicken, and we put the rice in. We actually cooked it inside the bamboo, and it was just really, really good. It had this great smoky flavor, so it kind of just reminded me like this is what they do, and this is one of their greatest things. It's just their ability to survive in this forest.
Another project that we have here in Marapo is a precious plastic initiative, which essentially engages students in a cool way of recycling. You take everyday plastic bottles, straws, you shred it down into smaller pieces and melt it into alternative products that could be used or sold.
From this trip, I've learned a lot, especially because of the precious plastic projects we did, because it's opened my eyes to all the problems in this world we have with plastic, and how plastic is being thrown around and it can't really degrade into our land. So we need to reduce the use of plastic and recycle the use of plastic.
And Ecoverse is taking a lot of the plastic that can't be reused or recycled, and it's putting it into the bigger plastic bottles to make different things. So you can make planters, you can make walls, you can make seats or benches.
My first impression on coming to Malaysia is that it's very multicultural with the three ethnic groups, the Malay, the Chinese, the Indian, which I was very surprised about because I have come here before, but it was very surprising now at this age seeing all the cultures blend together and how harmonious it was, especially nowadays where there's different ethnic groups all over the place. It's good to see that it's also happening in Malaysia.
In talking to the students who've done other trips, talking to some of the other chaperones, this seems to be one of the more difficult. This was our first year, so we had some growing pains and some things to learn. However, I think that is very good for all of us, being students or teachers, to be challenged and to move forward and overcome those challenges. So yes, I would encourage them. We're only going to get better from here. So please come and join us in Malaysia in the years to come.